So The Extra Man is about this kid, played by Paul Dano, who goes to Princeton and gets kicked out for trying on a bra that he finds in a girl's bag in the teacher's lounge. He then decides to move into an apartment in Manhattan with a gentlemanly old man, played by Kevin Kline. Paul Dano's character fancies himself a gentleman as well, in the style of the novels he loves, like The Great Gatsby. So this seems like a great arrangement, but a conflict of ego appears, with Kline's character acting as a sort of mentor to Dano, and that's what the whole story is really about, ego. Paul Dano's obsession with cross-dressing is born from a wish to feel special the way that a pretty girl would. The director said in the Q&A that Dano's need to feel special is the reason behind the narrator, who has a very gentlemanly British accent that gives the film a literary, classy feel to it. Many of the gags between the two characters are about a sophisticated, aristocratic sense of ego, and the problems and resolutions between them are expressed through defense mechanisms built up to protect this idea of ego. Even when they're resolving their issues sitting on the steps together after a falling out, Kline protects his ego by projecting on the pigeons he's feeding, saying, "Look at them, they just strut around acting like they own the place, but they're totally dependent." And it's obvious in the scene that they've overcome the gap between them as master and protege because of the physical level between them. Dano starts out on the sidewalk holding this gift of a bag of Christmas balls to replace the ones that he broke in the apartment, and then ends up sitting on the same step with Kline, showing in the most literal way possible that they're on the same level. The Christmas balls are symbolic of Kline's ego because of their glorifying reflections. He longs for Russia throughout the film because that's where he was when his wife left him, or his lover left him. He was in the prime of his life at that time and just can't seem to let it go. So the whole movie is really about this coming to terms with the insecurities surrounding one's ego. And it's all resolved through the understanding achieved by the shifting of these two characters' roles from master and protege to equals.